네티가 저를 열심히 불렀는데
friend.
뭔지 한번
Hello,
들어봅시다.
Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
네티는 아직 모르겠거든요.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to
너는
you.
왜?
Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Mattibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
뭐 그리핀도르니까 용감해야죠.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day
테오필루스
operations.
할로.
Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning.
대규모 밀렵
I was
작전.
thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
아니 왜 나 혼자 가는
I've
거요?
always said that travel.
Revelio.
결국 말은 장황하게 했지만 가는 건 전데요.
What's
이게
going
뭐?
on here?
뭐가 무슨 일이야? 다른 사람 집에 이렇게 막 들어와가지고 마음대로 뒤져도 되는 건가? 띵.
But Mummy,
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home.
뭐지?
Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
but you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay
어디서 이렇게
right
떠드는
here
거야?
where I can see you.
Revelio.
Why don't you do some more drawings for me?
여긴가?
Very well, Mummy.
아이고 세간살이 다 부시고 다닌다. 죄송해요. 뭐지? 아이템은 보이는데 아이템이 어디 있는지를 모르겠어.
Revelio.
오케이. 돈은 혹시 모르니까 많이 모아놓읍시다. 뭐 하는 사람이야? 술 먹고 쓰러져 있는 사람이야? 이 상자로 털어가야지. 요정 모자.
Revelio.
아하, 이거는 잘 부셔야 되나 본데요. 오케이. 뭐 약간 도둑놈이 된 것 같은 느낌이랄까요? 도둑놈.
Revelio.
이 집에 아직 덜 턴 게 있는데.
Oh, I'm working.
아, 이 집은 들어가지 않았던 집이군요. 어머. 죄송합니다. 도둑놈이 너무 많았나봐. 도둑놈 방지용 뭐가 있어. 어머, 물속에도 상자가 있는데요? 여기는
Revelio.
파밍 재밌는데요? 저 사람은 뭘까나? 너 거기서 뭐하니? 그레이스 핀치 스메들리.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley.
그레이스
Of the
핀치 스메들리.
Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
도와주죠. 뭔가 뭐지? 어떻게 젖지 않고 들어가는 방법 알려줄지도 모르잖아요.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from
이제
setting foot
물과
on
관련된 걸 절대
or
못
in the Black
들어가겠군요.
Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
네 가문을 알 거라고 생각했던
You
게 뭔
seem to
뜻이죠?
think I might
엄청
have
유명한
heard of the
가문인가?
Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity.
근데 왜
We are
레벤플로가 아니네?
known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
저런 야망이 있는 걸 보면 또
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an
아스트로레이.
astonishing ancient
Oh,
navigational
좋겠다.
tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical
뭐야?
pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand.
언제 갔다 오죠?
But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location
오,
against the lake's
대단한데.
topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
이런 유력 가문의 아이를
I do hope
도와줘가지고
you find the astrolabe.
이득 보는 거
It would
나쁘지
mean so
않죠?
much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
오케이. 뭐 잠깐만 올라다. 이렇게 그냥 막 들어가도 되는군요. 어떻게 가는 건가 했더니 그냥 무식하게 물에 뛰어드는 거였어. 체력도 좋다 이 녀석.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
돈이네요. 그냥 팔아버릴까? 품이 있는 교복 로브? 여기 어딘가에도 하나 있었는데. 여기 있다. 내 노래소리 왜 이래 여기? 아니요, 없는데요? 내 눈에만 안 보이는 건가? 찾았다. 아스트롤라베다.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
심지어 위젠웰드 묘약까지 나왔어요? 어우, 다 젖었네. 너무 폭삭 젖어가지고. 손 보호구. 장갑 없는 게 더 멋있는 것 같기도 하고. 우와. 그래도 공격력은 좀 중요한 것 같아서 얻으면 자주 바꿔줍시다. 오, 품위가 정말 생겨버렸어. 이런 옷이면 목보호구는 없는 게 낫겠는데. 뭐야 저기는. 깜짝이야. 뭐야 이거 거머리집. 아! 나중에 필요할 수도 있으니까 미리 모아둡시다. 아우 죄송해요. 감기에 약간 또 걸려가지고. 나왔다. 엄마 아니요. 저기요 죄송한데 저 좀 끌어올려주세요. 안돼. 아 물이 너무 좋은 나머지 자꾸 뛰어들어버리네요.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
그냥 주죠.
I did.
여자애가
I hope it
좋아하는데
makes your
되게.
father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing
오히려
this for me
보상 안 주는 게
and
좋아.
for my family.
영원한 빚으로
You
남겨라.
do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
정말 아무것도 안
Thank you
준다고?
again. And I do
엄마!
hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
진짜 안 주네. 와 그래도 줄 줄 알았는데. 나쁜 녀석. 보상 달라 할걸. 뭐야 저거. 그래요? 뭐 하세요?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dog shit.
할머니 괴롭히지 마라.
Oi, speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be sick.
오, 저 사람 좋은 사람이네.
Leave her alone.
Still behind.
난리네.
Oh, actually.
아이고. 아이템 안 주나? 뭐야 또 있잖아.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
우와. 적 유형.
Time to think we can hold them off.
아이고.
You'll take this job of my game, buddy.
죽어라. 뭐야, 닭으로 만들어버렸네.
What was that acting? Release me.
Incendio.
Pay for your deed.
뭐야, 이건. 와, 저분 공격력 장난 아닌데?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
뭐 하시는 거예요?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists,
Ah,
his little
Ashwinder.
cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous.
프리야?
Best get moving on my research before they return.
프리야요?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave
네?
me a book when we were
이분
students at
남자셨나?
Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
어...
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in
얼린의
Merlin's work
업적과
and
일생.
life.
정말 대단한데요.
Of the legend of King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know.
멀린이
and I'm
호그와트
studying some
출신이라니.
curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin.
멀린의
I
시...
believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and
아,
enigmas.
그 슬리데린 진짜 슬리데린인가 보네. 재밌어
I can see
보이는데?
why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important
향이난
component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
좋아, 향
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
많이 가져가도 되나? 앞으로 좀 많이 필요할 것 같은데?
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
없어요, 없어요.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
잠깐만요.
Each trunk
아,
has
가버리죠.
these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
향이 나는 아욱두기. 아니, 그 뿌린다고? 엄마야.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
화로면 불 질러야지.
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
엄마야, 노래.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
아, 순서가 있나? 화로가 4개여야 될 것 같은데 3개밖에 안 보이네.
Incendio.
시간 제한인가 아니면? 빨리 하라. 아, 3개면 됐네요. 오,
There! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
좋은 건 없는 것 같은데.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
조심히 들어가세요.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
독특한 거를 하게 되었네요. 자, 그럼 퀘스트에서 뭐가 이렇게 많아졌어. 빼앗긴 수레부터 하죠. 우와, 엄청 멀어.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my car.
아, 괜찮아요. 제가 곧 타드릴게요.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
그 상점이
If something threatens me, first thing
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
이건 뭐지? 한간에
Any
떠오르는
whispers going about the town?
소문?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Catrin Haggerty. She's
캐트린
an
하가
ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Catrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
뭐 이거 퀘스트 받는 거였어?
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. And I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like
하찮아,
you.
호그와트.
In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
그렇긴 하지. 정가에 팔아야지만 이 사람도 떼먹고 살죠.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
개인적으로 팔고
What can I
싶다.
help you with today?
아, 이런 거 거머리집이나 이런 거 진짜 파네. 돈 꽤 벌리는데
I hope to see you again sometime.
엄마야. 자, 가볼까요? 와, 뛰어댕기려면 조금 힘들겠는데. 지팡이 언제 주죠? 아니, 지팡이 아니다. 뭐냐. 빗자루 언제 주죠? 빗자루 타고 날 수 있을 것 같은데. 미리미리 모아놔. 언제 필요할지 몰라. 이건 또 뭐야? 응?
Revelio.
헤브리디안 블랙 비늘. 헤브리디안 블랙은 9m 넘게 자랄 수 있는 거대한 용입니다. 원래 어떤 용 한 마리의 비늘이었던 이 크고 거친 비늘은 아치 비클의 소중한 물건 중 하나로 아치가 그의 문신처에 보관하고 있었습니다. 아치. 뭐야 여기? 응? 뭐가 있는데? 제 레벨이 몇이죠? 잡을 수 있는 건가?
Potato. Stupefy. Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
이렇게도 잡을 수 있구만. 아무래도 공격형 기술들을 다시 세팅해야 되겠어요. 아시오가 이거, 레비오소를 이거, 인센디오를 밑에 거. 좋았어. 뭔 소리야? 놀래라.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
다 와가는데요. 여긴가?
Encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
뭐야? 사람을 때려버렸는데? 뭐야, 생각보다 세잖아. 어머. 아이템 줘요, 아이템.
How many of you are there?
아! 몇 명이!
One less human to worry about.
터뜨리고 도망쳐요.
Can't handle it. I won't rest until you're dead. Levioso. Lumos.
You don't believe you could...
Accio.
Been fighting.
와, 무서워.
Levioso. Put me down.
이건 안 되는군요, 역시.
Fight about as well as a pumpkin. Levioso. Accio. That's your best.
먹어, 물량 먹어.
Thrown in the Levioso.
뭐야, 애들 왜 이렇게 잘 잡아? 아, 잘 싸워.
Oh, you think you're so clever. Levioso. No! Potato. I'll get you. Levioso. A miss. Stupefy.
어딨어? 몬스터가 안 보이는데?
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Levioso.
I will have my revenge. Release me.
Incendio.
You are enemy out there. Surely you can see that. You won't get away with that.
Incendio.
I shall avenge your death.
됐다. 이게 뭔 난리여?
Levioso.
레비오소랑 그 아시오 바꿔야겠다. 너무 헷갈린다.
That was quite something.
난리였다.
Now, to free Arn's cards.
오케이, 이렇게 바꿔놓고요. 노란색이 오른쪽, 밑에가 그 빨간색 이렇게 외우면 되겠구만.
Revelio.
아이템을 제가 너무 뿌려놔가지고. 저건 또 뭐야? 엄마 상자? 응?
Accio.
이거 어떻게 해야 되는 거지?
Levioso.
둥실둥실.
Revelio.
응? 일단은 위에 올라가서 아이템들부터 파밍 갑시다. 수레가 이걸 어떻게 해방하죠? 아, 찾았다.
Quite an enchantment. The
어허.
carts are returning to on.
이런 식으로 자동으로 돌아가겠죠?
Revelio.
그리고 저는 뭐야, 수레들이 다 엄청 많잖아. 자, 그리고 여기에 멀린의 시험이 있는데 아우기 한번 뿌려봅시다.
Revelio.
구슬이 있고 뭔가 구슬을 갖다 놓는 건가?
Incendio.
불로 한번 찢어가지고 없애주고
Accio.
다 알아서 들어가. 오케이.
Revelio.
이건 뭐였던 거지?
Accio. Revelio.
여기 위에 이브 있다. 엄마야, 무서워라. 이게 뭐야?
Accio.
쟤네들 이게 뭔지를 알고 갖다 놓은 걸까요?
Alan himself would be proud.
굿. 그럼 이건 뭐야?
Incendio.
어디다 놔두는 거람? 모르겠으니까 이 다음에 호그스미드 말고 아이고 이동 좋습니다. 이 상태에서 제가 좋은 걸 가져왔어요.
If you're here for my wares,
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
어렵지 않았어요.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between
좋은데요?
us.
멋진 생각인 것
What's a
같아요.
nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to
나중에
get
보러
started.
올게요.
Thank you again for all you've done.
보상은 안 주네 이 녀석도. 뭐야 이거. 물론 보상을 바란다는 게 좀 웃기긴 하지만. 뭐야 벌써 돌아왔나? 갑자기 장사꾼이 되셨는데?
Why don't you have a little peruse?
아우기 판다 아우기. 와 하나에 100원? 너무 비싼 거 아니에요? 저 그 친구 아니었어요? 아 사고 싶다. 근데 안 살래.
Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
아 맞다. 온 김에 아이템 좀 팔고 가죠. 이게 아이템 창이 생각보다 작더라고요. 가자.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
자, 빠르게 팔고 갑시다. 안녕히 계세요.
I hope to see you again sometime.
퀘스트를 보고 그래서 네티는 저한테 뭘 말한 거죠? 아! 이거를 하면서 피하죠. 오.
Future champion coming through.
자, 훈련 중 인형부터.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
I'm ready.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
굿.
Good one!
레디어서
Accio. Incendio.
아키오로 가져와서 인센디오로 쓰는 거 괜찮네요. 아이고 실수.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
아!
Something?
Accio.
천천히 해 그냥.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
굿. 아 이게 차는 속도가 또 있어서.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
컨닝 페이퍼가 없었으면은
Thanks, Lucan.
사실
You've been a
못하는데.
great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan.
자, 이제
It's the
마지막
final
라운드
round
하러
across
갑시다.
ones,
거기서
ready?
무조건 회피 한번 해야 돼.
Today, it all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
당연하지.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
아, 세바스티안 불러. 같이 가자.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
아, 그리핀도르
That's the
놈들이잖아.
spirit.
야, 2대 4는 좀 너무한 거 아닌가? 한번 피해야 된다. 회피 한 번만, 회피 한 번만. 얘들아, 나를 향해 쏴주세요. 된 건가? 오, 장난치지 말자. 아, 불, 야, 불 진짜 세다. 잠깐만요, 근데 퀘스트 깼는지 좀 보고 싶은데.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
잠깐만요.
No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Understandable. But don't take too long. We'll be waiting.
회피가 됐는지 좀 봅시다. 된 것 같거든요? 오케이. 그러면 이제 바로 복수 갑니다. 연마! 어디 갔어? 학생?
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Look who's back. Ready to redeem yourself?
아, 실수라니요.
I
아,
certainly
실수.
am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing
왜
with a
이렇게
partner?
둘둘거리지? 세바스찬 가자!
Yes,
내가 이번엔
Sebastian.
잘할게.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Accio. Incendio.
Act like a winner.
Leviosa. Incendio.
불질러서 한 명 제거하고.
Stupefy.
Mind the one.
Accio.
Give them what for.
Incendio. Accio.
우와, 이거 뭐야?
There goes my wager. Accio.
Come on.
네모 임마.
Incendio.
아야야야, 누구야? 누가 날 때려? 세바스찬 제대로 안 하냐? 아,
Accio. Incendio.
죽어! 세모다 임마.
Leviosa.
아유, 별로 맞을 필요도 없는 걸 엄청 맞으면서 깨네.
I'll sign up for a round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament.
이제 시작일 뿐이지.
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang.
덤스트레인이 좀
Now,
그런
to
데인가
the
보네.
victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
고마워.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing.
아이고 이놈아.
Haven't counted the pages.
수업은 열심히 들었어야지. 가볼까요? 가다 보면은 애들이 막 퀘스트 주기도 하니까 걸어 다닙시다. 저건 또 뭐야? 응?
Levioso.
아, 불태우는 거다.
Incendio. Revelio.
알로하 홈브라 언제 배우지? 빨리 다른 데 들어가고 싶은데 문 따고. 자, 내려가서
Revelio.
이 아래에 왜 말풍선이 있죠?
Spare a
이놈은 또 뭐야?
moment? I could use your help.
던컨 홉하우스 씨?
You wanted to speak with me.
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
칭찬 고마워.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel
What?
boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
펍스킨이 무섭다는 뜻인가?
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more
아,
of our fellow
보가트가
students agreed
그거죠.
with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be,
펍스킨
I'm beginning
동관.
to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
그건 너무하다, 야.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
뭐야, 네가 한 짓이면 네가 하라고 하겠지만
What
뭔데?
sort of plants
약간
should
약초
I
회랑은 좀
expect in the hidden
궁금한데.
herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
알았어.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
보가트가 그거인 것 같죠? 예전에 뭐 그 영화에서 보면은 3였나에서
Hidden herbology corridor.
호그와트
Sounds
아니다
intriguing.
해리포터
I'd better keep an eye on
3영가에서
high
그
places around the
리디큘러스
school
쓰던
for
그건 것
Zenobia's
같은데.
gobstones.
이건 또 뭐예요? 이들은 또 뭐냐? 말 좀 걸어보자 임마. 이것들아, 내 말 안 들어줘? 뭔 일인데?
Revelio.
무슨 일이야? 나도 알려줘. 이상한 놈들이네. 어머? 뭐야 이거? 뭐야 이 방 뭐야? 숨겨진 약초방.
Revelio.
되게 가까운 데서 소리가 나는데. 찾았다. 부러진 빗자루. 이 부러진 빗자루는 셀린 워터너비의 것입니다. 소문에 따르면 셀린은 3학년 동급생들 앞에서 자신의 실험작인 달 순간이동 마법을 선보인 후 빗자루만을 남기고 사라졌다고 합니다. 이 마법이 성공했는지는 아무도 알 수 없습니다. 헐. 겁나 무서운데요? 납작해진 갑옷. 멍청하게도 산에서 사는 트롤과 의자 뺏기놀이 결투를 했던 무모한 스케글소프경의 갑옷입니다. 그러니까 트롤들이 개빡쳐가지고 찍어버린 것 같은데요. 이게 뭐야? 저거. 화단이 살아 움직이네. 잡아주고.
Revelio.
I performed a knee reversal on a
왜 이렇게 멀어? 자, 좀 많이 먼데요. 도착한 것 같은데?
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
부수고 들어갑시다. 던전 같은데 이거 마음대로 들어가도 되나? 히.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
위험하긴 위험하다야.
Devil's snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
이거 2에서 나왔던 그거잖아. 다 나와.
Revelio.
위로 올라가는 게. 엄마야. 뭐해? 왜 이래 얘?
Lumos.
아, 키가 좀 그래가지고 숙인 거구나.
Revelio.
왜 여기는?
Incendio. Revelio.
아, 저거 어떻게 먹어?
Revelio. Lumos.
내려가 임마. 아, 징그러워 소리가. 누가 이런 곳을 만든 거야? 레파로를 사용해야 될 것 같은데.
Reparo. Lumos. Lumos. It seems the devil's snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos.
어우 소리. 일단은
Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
어우 꾸정물.
Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos.
기분 나빠.
Accio.
됐다.
Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio!
아우, 피 달는 거 봐. 아, 너무 싫다, 진짜. 뭐 이런 데가 다 있어. 뭐 이런 데가 있어, 진짜.
Incendio. Lumos. Revelio.
추가로 먹을 만한 건 없어 보이고.
Lumos.
이 안쪽은 뭐지? 아, 나가는 길이네. 이걸 어떻게 해야 되지? 내 것도 가져가지 좀. 마법약 재료에서 언제 필요할지 모르는데. 응? 나 왜 여기로 나왔어? 뭐야, 다 캘 수 있잖아요. 뭐야, 이거 이렇게 막 마음대로 캐도 되나? 죄송해요, 여기 키우던 분들. 제가 좀 돈이 궁핍해서. 여긴 어디야? 여기가 거긴 것 같은데, 수업 듣는 곳?
Revelio.
맞네, 어쩌다 보니 여기까지 와버렸어요. 어디서 이렇게 빨랑빨랑 소리가 나는데? 모르겠다. 수업 고. 와, 식물학 선생님 초록색 옷 입고 계셔.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
여기서 한두 명은 기절해줘야 되는데. 제대로 안 껴가지고.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
뽑아! 뿅! 아! 광역 공격. 아, 이거 괜찮은 거니.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and catch out the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
다급하게 수리하시는 거 보소.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
뭐요?
Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
아니, 이게
You can
다예요?
all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
뭐 수업 때 저거 한번 뿌리 한번 뽑았다가 넣은 것 말고는 이제
I
수업을 안
wanted
듣는 거야.
hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Revelio.
뭐 먹을 만한 게 없냐? 저기 있다. 이건 뭐지? 갈릭 교수님 정말 배려심이 많은 분이시군요. 제가 딸기를 좋아한다는 것도 기억해 주시고요. 딸기가 이렇게 다니 머글이 그토록 좋아할 법도 하죠. 교수님께서 기른 작물은 씁쓸한 뿌리부터 열매까지 다 질이 좋네요. 사랑하는 우리 조카딸도 교수님 밑에서 그 비결을 배웠으면 좋겠어요. 레노라가 교수님을 정말 좋아해요. 아마 학생들은 모두 그럴 거예요. 아까 레노라가 그래서 막 이상한 바나나 같은 거 받아갔잖아요. 아욱이다.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
즐거웠어요.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld
와,
potion.
10분이나 걸린다고?
As you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in the Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out?
중국산 깨무는
Introduce
양배추.
you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you.
프로젝트가
Come
누구지?
back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
프로젝트 씨? 프로젝트 누구야?
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
너냐?
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead.
뭐요? 알려주는 게 아니고 내가
Nice
알아서
work in
가는데.
defense against the dark arts.
Revelio.
오, 먹을 거
Excuse
있어.
me.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was
맞아,
brilliant.
나 너 털리는 거
Oh.
봤어, 프로젝트 씨.
Thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a
아니야,
dragon
임마.
skulls. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
그냥 너가 겁나 못하던데, 그냥.
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
아, 이거 이렇게 내가 다 털어가도 되는 건가? 엄마야. 기구자두. 주황색 무처럼 생긴 과일로 공중에서부터 거꾸로 자라납니다. 이 과일의 특이함을 받아들이는 능력을 강화하는 힘이 있다고 믿는 사람도 있습니다. 뭔 소리야 이게. 챙길 수 있을 다 챙겨. 자, L1을 누르는 상태로 중국산 장착. 이게 맞아? 엄마!
Oh! Can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
내가 가까이 가도 때리나?
Gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
쓸모가 있을지도 모를 것 같은데.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary.
진짜
Dogweed and
채소라
death cap
던지래.
has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
우리 수업 아직 덜
Take your
끝난
time.
거군요.
I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
엄마야. 그럼 저 양배추는 던져지기 위해 있는 건가? 이건 뭐지? 아, 들어가고 싶다. 온실나무. 이 거대한 나무는 호그와트 온실 중앙에 있습니다. 나무의 뿌리는 학교의 지하 과목처럼 깊숙한 곳까지 뻗어 복잡하게 얽혀 있습니다. 마늘 선생님.
What are you up to now?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we
Revelio.
should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble.
손가락 뜯겨.
Don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
그렇죠.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you.
좋은 말씀하시네.
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
교수님들이 다들 친절하셔요. 자, 그러면 이건 뭐지? 원한에 찬 용기. 아, 맞다. 덩컨.
Their new pots only cost me my damned hearing.
여기까지 오는 길은 또 처음 오는 길이니까 뛰어가 봅시다. 저건 알로하 호모라 언제 주냐고.
Have you ever been to the kitchens? I hear she got my I'd be glad if they let us convene.
엄마! 저거 뭐임? 아, 맞다. 이거. 일각수는 1이고 얘는 9인데 아라크네는 8이잖아요. 다리가 8개니까. 저 이상하게 생긴 건 뭔지 모르겠는데 저 꽃게는 4인데. 잠깐만, 그러면 1, 뿌리 2개 있는 2, 머리가 3개 있는 3. 저 위에 있는 건 뭔지 모르겠고 그 다음에 뭐 얘가 0인 건가? 잠깐만 0이라고 생각하면 좀 다른데요. 13 8이면은 물음표에 그 거미가 들어가야 되는데 거미다. 오픈 더 도어. 아니 물음표는 어딨죠? 에? 열려라 참깨. 아니네. 물음표가 없어가지고 해결을 못하겠는데요.
Revelio.
근데 그게 멀리 있을 것 같진 않은데. 아, 저 위에 있다. 자, 그러면 물음표의 모양은 17인데 5가 있고 5 맞죠? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 5하고 9 9하고 5하고 9 14? 그럼 3이면은 머리 3개 달린 그 뱀. 이게 맞나? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9였나 저기? 아, 네. 됐다.
Revelio.
I miss having my own bedroom.
과연 이게 맞을지. 맞다. 아하, 이렇게 푸는 거였구만. 돈 주세요, 돈. 소용 사육장 장식.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
곱스톤은 나중에 찾아도 돼. 그거 어차피 빗자루 있어야지만 찾을 수 있는 거 아니야?
Revelio.
Have you found anything to prove my bravery yet?
됐다 임마.
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
그래?
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good.
근데 잘못 보여줬다가 다른 별명 나올 수도 있다. 거짓말쟁이 덩켄 뭐 이런 거.
This will show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more
다른
Puffskein
별명이
Dunkin for me.
차면 어떡하지? 그럴 각인데 저거. 자, 해키 교수님. 좋았습니다. 오. 오. 다들 많이 늘었어. 근데 애들 다 잘 지내니까 좋다. 뭐 약간 영화에서 볼 때는 엄청 싸우고 그런 줄 알았는데 그것도 아니네. 다들 착하게 친하게 지내네. 교수님
I hope you
좋았어요.
were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter.
이 학교에서 제일 바쁜 건 전거 같은데.
Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
빨간색 무기네.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
이게 뭐지? 호그와트.
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw
아,
House.
레번클로우셨구나.
Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way
아,
at all
교수님도
sorts of
참
roguery when I was
말썽이셨구만.
I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a
교수님.
lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were
교장선생님 막 다
students
걸리셨어.
here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time
아,
itself.
많이 늙어 보이는 이유가.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds horrible.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to
그래서
say,
나이가 확
the job was
들어버렸구나.
not
아이고.
without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
해키 교수님 그럼 나이가 생각보다 적네요. 와, 그렇게 생각하면 좀 슬프다.
You seem to have the right stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life.
알겠습니다. 그렇게 생각하니까 좀 무서운데 마법은. 마법약 수업 들으러 가야지. 위젠웰드 마법 배우면 좋겠네요.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
혹시 이거 퀘스트는 도대체 뭔 거요?
Revelio.
아, 여긴 또 처음 오는
Someone
곳이?
from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him completely incompetent.
That's Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's
맛있는 거
letting
없나
on about the
먹어보는 거.
Goblin Rebellion.
아, 띵 소리 나는데. 어디야? 저건가?
Revelio.
나 원천. 뒤에서 소리 나는 것 같은데. 저 안은 누구 방이지? 보고서 1875년 12월 31일 오로다무국 보진과 버크. 보진과 버크는 일반 개점 시간 외에도 활동량이 증가했으며 특히 한밤중에 가게 뒷문으로 의심스러운 배달이 이루어졌습니다. 알려진 가게 평판에 따라 우리는 이미 그 가게를 감시하고 있던 사람들과 함께하기 위한 오러를 추가적으로 영입하고 있습니다. 당신은 새로 추가 영입된 오러 중 한 명입니다. 지시사항에 따르세요. 이 사람, 이 교수님 되게 오러라고 하는 그런 집단에 속해 있나 보네요. 아, 근데 어디요? 그냥 들어가자.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize
아미
and
피카르.
even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before
좋다.
today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own.
좋아요.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
열심히 만들어야겠다. 좀 띨빵해 보이는데
Use a
주인공.
strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
왜 긴장되냐 이렇게. 완성?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
이거 젓는 방법도 있었구나.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
좋아요.
Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
호플푸프의 점수 안 줘요? 나 잘했는데. 얘 왜 말
Mike,
걸지?
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
아, 오러인 거
Wish he
이미
talked
다
about it more.
알려져 있었구나.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries and hope I never need it.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
착한 녀석이잖아. 다행이다.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker.
응? 쟤 진짜 이상한
Merlin's
애다.
weird good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shah is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
좋아요. 자, 이상한 재료들
Did I
엄마야.
hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
게리스 위즐리는 뭐야 또?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
불안한데
Pleasure
이놈.
to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
불안하다.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
그래?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
돈
I assure
놔두고
you he
올까?
won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable.
아, 뭐야? 그럼 네가
Wait
사와.
until you see what I'm brewing.
네가
Hurry back to me
사와.
when you have the feather.
아, 이놈 뭐지? 불안한데. 일단 고.
Your potion should not be that color.
Revelio.
교수님 죄송해요. 게리스야 사고 설마 치지 않지? 아, 위즐리라서 좀 불안해 얘.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
불안. 아, 위즐리도 불안한데. 내 자리는 어디지?
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
야, 잠깐만.
What's happening?
야?
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
어우, 개판이네 저거. 우후.
Dragon dung. What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
저놈 원래 저런 놈이구나.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
제 잘못 아닙니다.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do
아,
it.
죄송해요.
His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time.
아이고,
You seemed rather
걸렸네.
busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a
친구는
friend.
소중하대.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume
감점하지
that you've learned
말아주세요,
a lesson.
제발.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere.
그렇긴 하죠.
That'll be
저기다
all.
계속 보글보글 끓여놓을 순 없으니까. 아, 저기 있었어.
Revelio.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
샤프 교수의 오러 배지. 오러는 마법부 소속 치안유지 집단입니다. 오러는 모든 종류의 위협, 특히 어둠의 마법이 가해오는 위협으로부터 마법 세계를 보호합니다. 이 오러 배지는 샤프 교수의 것입니다. 멋있는 교수님이다. 하나 더 만들어 놓을까? 아! 나 호클럼프 즙이 없네. 자, 이제 다음 퀘스트는 다음 퀘스트가 뭐지? 뭐야 이거? 뭐 해야 되는 거예요, 저? 모르겠다. 일단은 이거 손을 찾긴 찾아야겠나 본데요.
A portrait in our common
Already?
room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the minister for magic, I think.
초상화가 대화를 하고 싶어 한다. 베노라 에버리가 말해줬어요. 그러면 빗자루 얻은 다음에 이 서브 퀘스트는 하도록 하고 이걸 먼저 하고 장비 좀 바꿔줄게요. 와우, 누가 저딴 걸 끼고 다녀. 됐다. 그럼 바로 가보도록 하겠습니다.